Right, let's go to the top. Right, so we got one. This is patch 1.4. It's Steel Shepard. We're going to go through everything here, and then we'll later put this video on YouTube for all the YouTube peeps that want to go see this. So let's begin. Welcome everybody. New content and features: Hammer and Shield expansion. Battle groups. So there's two new battle groups for multiplayer, which is the US Forces Advanced Infantry Battle Group and the Wehrmacht Italian Coastal Battle Group. British Forces Air and Sea, and there's some premium cosmetics. This is their major update for this year, and unfortunately it's only two battle groups realistically when you think about the multiplayer side of things. And again, on record, I am still very disappointed in Relic for only bringing out only these two battle groups. I expected a lot more. At this point, I expected at least a battle group for each faction, and I'm still very disappointed that it's only these two battle groups that are being added to the game. In terms of maps, they've added a 1v1 map called Villa Foray, featuring close quarters and building to better combat with its inner courtyards, and rural outskirts featuring easy mobility in and around hamlets, stables, farms, and various territories. Day 101. This is a 2v2 map. Added an auto match as well, so both these are auto match skirmish modes as well. Central farmlands, considerably more open exposed farmlands, bisected Shalom River. Yep, Northern City outskirts and Southern Waterfall. We'll go and do like a demonstration, then I'll probably make my own little video on these maps individually and rating them later on. Finally, it took them over 10 months, roughly, about 10 months to finally bring out the replay mode for Company Heroes 3. Finally, we've got it, and apparently, from what I've seen, it does appear to be slightly better than the replay system that we had in Code 2, so that's good. So we'll be going through that as well on this stream later on. And if you're watching on YouTube, I will be putting out hopefully some replays in the near future, casting some matches, and you'll be able to see how the replay mode is there. Brilliant. So yeah, replay mode. Fantastic, finally. So you'll be able to, for those who don't know what replays are, you'll be able to watch you have a match, then you can watch the match back and then analyse yourself, analyse your opponent, see where you went wrong. That's what replays are. Visual improvements. Ambient occlusion, atmospheric fog, blah, 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 blah. Right, so subtle new camera, bloom effect, adjusting tone mapping. So basically, in a nutshell, the game looks better. From what it looks at the moment to this new look, I think from what I've seen, it does just generally look a lot better. And there's one of the big gripes that many people had with Company Heroes 3 is that it just didn't look great. When people were not happy with the just general look of it. And hopefully with all these changes here, it'll just feel a lot better. Front end and navigation, starting with the revamped front end menu and the overhauled UI menu. So yep, all the UI menu seems to have a bit of an overhaul, which is good. And we'll go and test that when the patch is live later on. Additional UI, yep, UI changes and stuff. We'll go through that later. Redesigned challenges. So it added 5 new challenges available in the challenge pool. Added a pip on the main menu challenges widget indicating when new challenges are available. Challenge rewards will now automatically be claimed when the challenge requirement has been met. That's great, so you don't miss, you don't feel like the game's cheating you of merit when you've earned it. So that's good. Good change there. Fixed an issue that caused the challenge expiry timer to be stuck in updating state. Several challenges have their requirements reduced or changed to make them more achievable. That's good. So yeah, right now we know the challenge system is a bit silly and stupid. It's like kill 5 or 10 vehicles with upgunned Shermans, for instance, and most games don't even get to when you get upgunned Shermans, and if you do get upgunned Shermans, you only ever get a couple of kills, and trying to get that within a week is just is not realistic really. And hopefully, so with some of these challenges here, these changes, this will make doing all the challenges a lot easier. Therefore, you earn more merit, and with the more merit, you can then use the merit to buy skins and stuff. One good thing that I do want to point out, guys, is that the Company Heroes 3 Steel Shepard update with the new battle groups, they can both be bought with merit. I have to praise Relic there because that is good. Not normally, and I don't think they've ever done this before. They've never brought out brand new battle groups and you could buy them with in-game currency. They've never done that before, so that is a good thing that they've done. They've also, allowed the people who have bought the premium edition of the game to get them for free, but that was to be expected anyway because that's what they promised when you bought the premium edition. Okay, but I just want to say again, that's a good thing that Relic have done with the Peppy Mountain next to follow. The good thing they've done with without use the merit to buy these new battle groups. Though that we'll have to wait and see when they bring up future battle groups. I imagine in later on next year, if they will also keep that trend up, or will they just make the new battle groups only available for real life for proper money, rather than just in-game currency, which you can earn through doing challenges. Right, so here are the new challenges. So play 5 multiplayer or 5 car matches. That's an easy one to do. That's really easy to do that within a week. Kill 50 infantry with grenades, satchel charge, and rifle grenade abilities. That's totally doable. I think that's fine. Upgrade 10 trucks or half tracks. Yeah, that seems doable as well in Company Heroes 3 because a lot of the time you're upgrading your 250 to a mortar half track. This is hopefully that applies across all kind of things. You're upgrading like the American truck to a quad mount or an 80, thing. So I think that's doable. That's definitely doable. Because you're probably getting that done. Maybe once or twice in one game. So if you played, that's definitely doable within a week for sure. If it counts for med trucks as well, that's good. You call in your what I do is Brits. I call in that big mortar, and then I convert the truck to a med truck basically. And then, that would be, 1 out of 10 for that. Change challenges. Kill 40 vehicles with armored cars is kill 50 infantry squads with vehicles. It's okay, so because entire squads rather than models, that might be a bit challenging to fully kill squads, but we'll see. Battle ready. Win 5 multiplayer matches of any team size. That's a really good one. I thought that was really fine, but making it down to 3, that's cool. Train 50 US paratrooper squads, now deploy 20 squads. Just 20 squads in general, that's great. If it is just 20 squads and not 20 paratrooper squads. Industrial complex, kill 40 vehicles with upgun Sherman. So yeah, this is like the one I thought, that was ridiculous. I just gave an example a minute ago. And it's now just destroy 15 vehicles of US forces. Definitely doable. Yeah, that's great. 50, yeah. 50, 15, 15, all the way around. Brilliant. These are great changes. That is very good changes there for the challenges. Now they're actually doable. Here are the new daily challenges. Right, destroy an ally's truck or half track in a match. Yep, easy to do. Call in 2 airstrikes. Yep, that's definitely doable. Easy done. Changes to daily challenges. Build 2 US fighting positions. Build a single one. Yep. Win a cup match versus AI and matches allies. Yep, so you can do either one. 2 use calling just to any aircraft abilities rather. Yeah, that's good. Win a multiplayer map as Axis. Yeah, again, kill 5 infantry Jaeger squads, and then kill 10 infantry with Jaeger squads in a match. Yep, that's somewhat doable. Full squads though might be challenging, but if it's infantry, like just 10 infantry models maybe. Well, it says just 10 infantry, doesn't say squad, so that's definitely doable. 88, kill 1 allied vehicles with a Flak 36 anti-tank gun in a match. Destroyed an allied vehicle with an Afrika Korps Marder 2 tank destroyer in a match. Yep, that's good. Gustav, build 2 Wehrmacht concrete bunkers, just build a single one, yeah. You destroy an Axis truck, build 5 tank traps in a match, yep. Doable. You're always building lots of sandbags on points for cover. Kill 2 infantry squads in a match. Just destroy a vehicle with infantry squads in a match. Yeah. Yeah, so overall, they all seem very doable now, which is great, which means more merit. We won't go through, keep going through them all, but you get the gist. A lot of them are a lot more doable, and you can check them for yourselves. Right, single player gameplay. I'm normally focusing on multiplayer, so we're going to skip this. If you guys want to check, I'll link the patch notes in the description of this video later on if you're watching on YouTube. So if you guys want to check out the single player changes, you can do there. But I don't play single player. I haven't even touched the single player allied campaign, so we're just going to ignore that because I don't think it's very good. Right, multiplayer changes. Event queues. Added a new text background to make event queues more legible. Fixed a bug that was preventing a maximum of 3 event queues from being visible at the same time. Cool, so just some general fixes to that. Maps, adjusting the minimal and maximum depth creators can cause, reducing the chances of impassable areas being generated. Okay, it's good, so just a bit of bug fixing there. Some changes there. Benghazi. So these are just some general changes here. We'll skip over just the general map changes. Queue flow. Players will start loading into a match from a quick lobby immediately after a match is found. This will short up matchmaking quality, but also mitigate the impact of players leaving queues. So people have been able to queue dodge very easily in Company Heroes 3 so far. So this will make it harder for them to do so, which is good. Though I would say counterpoint to this right now, it's kind of nice to be able to dodge on the when you get a match, because you might not want to play on a specific map. As currently in Company Heroes 3, there is no map vetoing. So people are using the dodging queue system right now to avoid playing on maps that they would otherwise veto. I think that, dodging queues should not be a thing, but players, that's their only way to, at the moment, to be able to not play a map that they don't like. So they need to add the vetoing system to be able for people to play maps that they want to play and the ones that they don't want to play. But they haven't done that, so yeah, you're going to have to unfortunately play some of those really bad maps that people don't like. I can't remember off the top of my head because I haven't played Co 3 in such a long time recently. Right, tactical map and minimap. Minimap indications for airplane abilities now better match their location. Added hand-drawn custom minimap images to more multiplayer maps. Should provide clarity of major features of the map, including distinguished buildings, roads, bridges for experts. Brilliant. So yeah, tactical map's been increased to match the full screen heights, improve visual appearance to match minimap updates, improve units visual priority relative to each player, both on tactical map. That's great. So yeah, we'll go through that as well, guys, later on when I do some playing later on tonight when the patch is fully out. It should be out in the next 27 minutes actually at this point in the stream. So but if you're watching on YouTube, it's already out by now. So yeah, we'll test all the new changes to the tactical map, but that's great. Unit responsiveness, selection of pathfinding, fix a case of if you get stuck on world objects, fix a few instances where vehicles wouldn't move when trying to go around enemy vehicles. Yep, we saw some of that stuff before in their videos. That's good. Responsiveness, construction will now begin before the unit's tools are out. This should help with construction delays and improve the overall construction experience. That's great. Hopefully that also will speed up putting down demolition charges and mines as well. Things like that. Because I know specifically with like putting demos still seem to be weird when putting them down. You better get in the arena. Are you talking about like you want me to get back in the ring for 1v1 content? Maybe. We'll see, buddy. We'll see. Again, I will give it a proper go. I'll give you my honest feedback once I do all the testing, guys, and get a feel for the game, and I will praise the good aspects and I will criticize the bad aspects, and then I'll give you guys a fair and balanced opinion of the game, of where it's the state of the game once I've had a good maybe week session of playing it. Right then, let's have a look. Selections. Buildings are no longer selectable through the ground, making it easy to move infantry close to buildings without entering them. Decorations. Yeah. We'll test it all. I think we just want to get to the balance changes really now. Weapon changes. If a squad has picked up weapons and reached their squad capacity, their weapons upgrades will now be locked. So something like Company Heroes 2. If a squad has picked up only one weapon and performs weapon upgrade, any upgrade that would grant 2 weapons now only grants 1. It will cost half the missions to perform an upgrade. Well, that's good. Hopefully, it says that, but will there be a visual indication that it will only cost 1? Let's say, for instance, you have a Bersaglieri squad, right? And let's say you have a Grenadier squad, you pick up a flamethrower, okay? And then you want to upgrade the LMG on the squad. Wait, I'm thinking of Company Heroes 2 now. Ignore that. Jaeger squad, they pick up a flamethrower, but then they can upgrade the G43s. Will it only cost half? Will it show on when you click the upgrade button? Will it show the new correct cost? I don't know. We would have to test that out, and there's something. Remind me to test that, guys, later on today if we do find that. Right. Let's see. If a squad of Africa Corps Panzer Pioneers pick up an abandoned GRB-39, what's that again? They will lock out smoke grenade ability without having to purchase. Okay. Mr. High Tech Chocolate, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the follow there, dude. Is it Mr. High Tech? I want to say High Tech Chocolate, but it's not. But anyway, right, let's keep on. The US barracks that upgrades grants Brownings. All your riflemen should no longer drop bars at the foot of squads who already have a weapons capacity. Okay, I didn't even realise that was a thing. MP45 upgrades for Vermont Stormtrooper. Probably replace the MG42 with and G3 with 4 MP44s. Cool. Alright, let's get to the multiplayer changes. Okay, bridge health down between 20 and 50%, making them easier to destroy with artillery strikes. Yeah, they seem to be quite durable at the moment, don't they? Change vehicles to no longer all our attack targets on route to execute an ability command. Damage package upgrade from infantry sports will now grant the same damage charge types to riflemen, engineers, and bazooka teams. Forward observer barrage can now be used in the fog of war for all units. Frequency of special death criticals for vehicles has been adjusted. Turret ejection of out of control and brew up deaths should occur much more often. Infantry units can now use grenades while inside smoke. That's good. Commandos now have prioritized vehicle. Well, that makes sense because they have bazookas on them, don't they? So they should be able to have that. Right, bit of a defense have been adjusted to be cheaper to construct, reflecting their base cost. Here we go. I know that I always thought the Wehrmacht bunker cost was ridiculous in price, especially its upgrades. So the Wehrmacht bunkers have received several changes to upgrade that reflect the upgrade hybrids, giving them more flexibility when deployed forward in the field. Buildable defenses now crush most light cover, map assets such as crates, bush ships, enabling easier placement in dense areas. Buildable defenses now provide combat bonuses to infantry inside. Units fighting from inside gain 25% accuracy and 30% rate of fire. That's interesting. I didn't know that, but that's cool. So you want to put, now you'd want to put them always in a bunker. If there's nothing, if you're in a fight, might as well throw them in a bunker. I mean, beforehand you just throw them in a bunker for green cover, right? But now you'd actually get some actual bonuses like that, which is great. So that's cool. Nice to know that. And I think is that all bunkers? Hopefully that's all bunkers that every faction can make. That's pretty cool. Right, fighting positions. Fighting positions cost, so that's American fighting positions. So that's, so they're only 100 now, much cheaper. The following changes for grenades. 25% damage penalty against buildings. Damage standard across the board to 120. I think I was hearing on the running stream that they are make grenades just more dangerous in general, I think, now. So they actually do, be more deadly. Yep, so yeah, everything, it looks like they're all being more dangerous now, which is good. Fragmentation grenades. Yeah, it seems like, again, more damage. Model damage limit. There still seem to be model damage limit, so you can't seem to kill more than 4 models with a grenade at a time. Is that true? I would have to test that. I'll try and clump up a 5-man squad on hire and lob a grenade at them and see if they all can get wiped by 1 grenade. In previous Company Heroes titles, that was the case, but here it seems to be limited. Like, I mean, Code 2, I know mines were limited to 2 models per squad that hit the mine, but grenades, I don't think that was the case. So we'd have to check that. So we'd have to see, yeah. Indirect fire changes. We are strengthening the power of mortars by reducing their barrage recharge times, increasing their rate of fire when not barraging, and the number of entities they can damage. Oh, this is going to make... everyone's just going to spam the British mortar then, aren't they? The 4.2-inch mortar, I think it's called. That really nasty mortar call-in. So that's just going to be... and that was really strong, so... I don't know why... we'll see if that's balanced or not. Barrage rate have also been standardized, allowing mortars to cover their full range while barrages are recharged. Area effect damage in the sense the blast has been reduced due to the increased damage limit. Other artillery units have also improved by increasing their model damage limits. Rocket artillery has been tuned to be more threatening to vehicles willing to stay stationary within a barrage, making them more relevant when dealing with large concentrations of armor. Okay, so the area effect damage has been reduced, but their cooldown has been reduced. Rate of fire has been increased, as you can see, by 15 there. Barrage standard at 19. Recharge time is shorter, so a little bit less damage by the looks of things. But, yeah. Apart from, I guess, far. But yeah, faster recharge times. Cannot be built inside the base. It must be inside the base sector in friendly territory. So this is because right now you can't drop off maps in the base sector. So this means that forcing players to build their houses outside the base sector means that their Axis players can drop off map artillery on it. Bishop West cannon 100 fil as model damage limit increased from 3 to 4, 3 to 5. Howitzer, pack hearts 3 to 4, rocket artillery. So Nebelwerfer now does 100% damage and 300% penetration against vehicles. Damn! So that's now going to be nice to maybe damage, especially light vehicles as well, like medium light vehicles. That would do some real good damage against. I know the Nebelwerfer, it doesn't seem like it's getting nerfed in general though. Maybe we'll have a look specifically in the Wehrmacht Nebelwerfer, because I always felt the Nebelwerfer was overpowered. The flames, the damage over time with the Nebelwerfer incendiary damage was so goddamn strong, and you know would like every tick would, or every second would like do like 15 or 20% health of the squad if that stayed in it, and would very quickly, and it was very good at wiping retreating squads and things like that as well. And when the rocket would hit you as well, you would do get a considerable amount of damage. And now they're buffing it up by a massive amount. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And also the Stuka Savus' penetration against vehicles of 3. Yeah, so again, good buff there for the Axis artillery there. Wehrmacht Fighting Nest. Here we go. Manpower cost reduced from 100 to 50, which is cool because you never. How many times do you see the wooden fighting nest? You never see anyone build. They always go for the concrete one. So this is nice. Making it this cheap is gonna, people are gonna be much more likely to build it now. Now allows 6 moles to fire out from the front side and 4 from the rear. That's cool. I wonder how that compares to the concrete bunker. Does the concrete bunker also have 6 models to fire? Again, it would have to double check that, but I would imagine it would. Off-map artillery defense of the buildings. We have reduced the damage of certain off-map defenses against primarily against the Wehrmacht bunker. The reason for this change is to our bunkers under the influence of either bulwark or the command bunker aura to have a chance of surviving when undamaged. We're firing a follow-up to destroy them. Regular bunkers will still be destroyed as normal by these off-maps. Note, the P-47 dive bomb requires the double sortie upgrade to destroy a bunker. Carpet bombing, 100% bonus against being removed. Naval bombardment now deals 25% less damage to buildings such as bunkers. Does not affect emplacements. Off-map airburst now has a minus 25% against emplacement. Good. P-47 dive bomb has been reduced as well. This is great. This is going to make like people who like to camp and SimCity a bit stronger. And I feel like that's not so bad because right now you don't really see it too much. When you're fighting against Axis players, and I kind of remember enjoying that in Company Heroes 1 with people playing defensive. You play around the bunkers. You had zombie grens. You had cheap reinforcements, and bunkers were more durable and stuff. You had lots of repair bunkers and stuff down, things like that, which is cool. So we'll see if this is too strong though, and maybe too of an easy strategy to do now, going like bunker spam type thing. But we'll see. Wehrmacht bunkers build time increased to 35 seconds from 20. Manpower cost has been reduced significantly by 75 manpower, so that's great. I always thought 250 was quite a lot, so they've significantly reduced the cost there, which is great. Still quite considerably more expensive than the American Fighting Nest and the standard. The US Fighting Nest and the Wehrmacht Fighting Nest, but I think it's fair. I think that's all right. Medical and repair costs reduced from 85 to 70, so that's nice to be cheaper as well. I also thought that the munitions cost was quite too high there, so that's great to see that's cheaper. Medical bunkers can now retrieve casualties and grant free reinforcement, similar to the USF and medical station. Okay, so I thought this is interesting here because I thought they removed it, but they've re-added it back in, which is great. So now you'll get free reinforcement. You won't get a free squad. Okay, so yeah, this is what happened then before. So before, when the game first came out, you'd have your Wehrmacht medics. They would go out, they would bring casualties back, and after they brought 6 guys or so back, then boom, out would pop a fresh Grenadier squad, like in old Co 1 days. Now they've then removed that in Company Heroes, in the later patches of Co 3, and then this patch they're now making it like literal a carbon copy of the American one. But this one can actually be more, you can build it further forward. But this is cool though. I still kind of wish you got the free Grens. I love that. That was a cool feature. Especially, I think in Co 3 it's going to be a lot more. It's not going to be as strong as it was in Co 1 because in Co 1, outpopping Vet 3 Grens was super strong. Especially if they can get LMG and then a Shrekol, which made them like multi-purpose. In this, Grens are shit. Like Grens are crap in this game. Wehrmacht Grens are terrible. And popping out a free fresh Gren, that seems fine, I think. So I still would like to see rather bring a just free reinforcement. I'd still like to see a fresh Gren squad pop out, or maybe have the opportunity to have a toggle button to say I want reinforcement right now, or I want a free squad. So you could be able to toggle on the bunker itself what you would rather. I think that would be a nice way forward potentially, and also give the Americans the opportunity to have that as well. I don't know. But yeah, can now retrieve casualties and grants free reinforcements similar to the US medical station. It doesn't say. Yeah, did someone in the chat say it does it act as like? Does it provide healing to squads nearby? I think it does. I can't remember. Anyway, now allows 6 spots to fire out from the front. Okay, so there we go. So it was initially 3 to 4. That answers my question earlier, which is great. So 6 models can now fire. So and also they, again, as you saw, they got the buff while being inside the bunker, so that's going to make them, better combat effectiveness while inside the bunker. Repair bunkers now repair structures and defenses. Ooh, can repair themselves without combat. Brilliant. That's awesome. So make the repair bunkers even better, so they can now, especially if you got like the new Wehrmacht emplaced artillery. You pop the repair bunker next to it. You can go out and get out and repair it with those dudes. So you can spam some bunkers down, and also those bunkers repair vehicles still as well. So that's really cool. And they're repairing themselves. So yeah, I don't think in Company Heroes 2 those bunkers would ever repair themselves. Like, because in KO2 you had the Russian repair station and also the British forward assembly repair guys as well that you could convert the forward assembly to repair thing. But they never repaired structures. They never repaired their own structures. They always only repaired vehicles. And now they will repair themselves and stuff, which is really cool. I wonder if the Americans will ever get, or the British, or even the DAC will get their own kind of, repair station type thing. It's only right now, the Wehrmacht. They get their own repair station, which is quite strong. The British have it as a battle group. Do the British have a repair station in Company Heroes 3 as a battle group? If they did, then that's great. I guess we'll see here when we go to the British tech tree and we'll find out, because hopefully that'll be this will probably be the same thing. If that's the case with the British, I imagine this change here will also affect the British repair thing as well. Repair bunker rate. Oh, look, it's been massively, almost doubled the repair rate. So really, honestly, you really want to go for repair, especially when playing team games now, guys. This is huge. This is freaking massive. Axis late game with repair bunkers. Instantly, like, let's say you get in your Tigers forward, they get beaten up, you pull them back to your repair bunkers, and they're probably going to get repaired in lightning fast speed if you've got like 3 repair bunkers in the back, and they can get back in the fight that much faster. This is huge. Absolutely huge for Axis late game, these repair bunkers. Since, remember, these repair bunkers are non-doctrinal. You don't need a battle group to get a repair bunker out. So every Wehrmacht player can do this. So this is huge. Upgrade time standard 30 seconds. Right, on to the USF. Right, the 4x4 is having its commander upgrade returned in different form, giving the US forces more powerful reconnaissance unit in the mid-game. So this is arm upgrades increased by a little bit. It's got a scout command, allows the 4x4. This is the Jeep. To detect enemy units in fog of war up to range of 90. Ooh. Would this be able to spot snipers through the fog of war? That's interesting. 50 munition though. Increase the load. That's interesting. You can be able to spot camouflage units and stuff. I would imagine, right? And also, be able to see enemy units in fog of war. You can then, flank accordingly and set up ambushes and stuff like that. So that's cool. The half-truck gun motor carriage, something we don't see too much lately. Barrage adjustment manpower cost has been reduced by 40. Thank you very much for the follow there, buddy. Cheers, Matt. Thanks, man. So yeah, cost has been reduced by 40. Range has been increased by, it's quite significant. 20 extra range, so it makes it more likely you want to use it now. See, HE barrages slightly nerfed by look at the area of effect, but penetration has been significantly increased. 30 across all ranges. I think that's like short, medium, far, right? HP damage increase as well. Yeah, going to be probably, decent against some armor types, I guess, now. A bit long reload time, scatter as much, so it's going to be more accurate with its shots. It's cool. Right, Bazooka Team. Bazooka Team launchers as effective as those carried by infantry due to their role as dedicated anti-tank squad. The removal precision shot was done to focus units' role on fending off vehicles. So the precision shot was the white phosphorus round, which I noticed people were using quite effectively against, to sniper like a support weapon, like a machine gun. So if that is now removed, that's kind of a shame, because it's kind of a nice unique ability for that unit, if that has been removed. But let's see. Bazooka stats. Now use bazooka stats from paratrooper commandos. Ready aim time. Reduce, they fire faster. Reload time. Okay, so they're going to be more reliable unit to get to get the job done, but they're still going to be incredibly squishy, which they've always been. So, we'll see. Anti-tank gun. Armor piercing, round duration increase from 10 to 15. Now increases damage, plus 40 damage balls increase from 160 to 200. Okay. Not sure what that means. Hang on. Armor piercing rounds now increase damage by plus 40. Okay, well, I guess, generally, I guess a buff to the anti-tank gun. Won't be playing, guys, so apologies, I won't be playing Foxhole. Probably today because Company Heroes 3 is having its update, but I probably will. I will be playing this Foxhole War. Just a quick one, guys. Right, the mortar. Burst area effect. Damage change from 0.15 to 0.25. Okay. So yeah, that has been buffed as we saw earlier. M3 personnel character accuracy has been increased ever so slightly. Greyhound, having lowered health than other light vehicles of its cost, we are giving the players the option to increase the viability of their Greyhound against autocannons and weaker anti-tank weapons by spending munitions. New upgrade, side skirts. So the Greyhounds can now get side skirts. Hey, and 1 extra 20 health. Nice. I remember Greyhounds using having that upgrade in Company Heroes 1, right? Did they have it in Company Heroes 2? I can't remember. No, there wasn't a Greyhound in Company Heroes 2. It was the M20, wasn't it? So, yeah, cool. I think that's great. Nice to see that. Yep. Is the download should be ready very soon. I need to keep making track of to see if I've got the update ready to go. Company Heroes 3. I'll probably be ready in the next 6 minutes. I need to hurry up and speed through these things in. Hellcat. Reload time has been increased. Reload time increased, so units like the Panzer IV will slightly win in a head-on fight without maneuvering. Previous improvements to the unit, such as speed and accuracy, make the Hellcat too efficient when engaging. Okay, so the Hellcat has been slightly nerfed. There we go. So it takes long to fire. Bulldozer, Centaur, Brumbar are being adjusted to be even more potent against infantry due to their specialist role. They are also effective at cracking defenses. We also adjusted scatter so these units will overshoot their targets rather than undershoot, allowing for more scatter. Okay, that's interesting. So you always want to. So that'll be dictating where you want to place the ability. Allowing for more scatter units to hit stationary vehicles. Angle scatter 5 to 4. Damage is increased. So yeah, just better overall. So that's cool. Airborne reinforcement. Munitions cost has been reduced by 30. Now replenished infantry slightly faster. Plane heal reduction from it slows the heal down by a little bit, but still cheaper. So more likely to use it. Smoke cheaper as well. Armor fast redeploy. Build speed is gone up by 25% faster. Awesome. War machine has been reduced. Spec ops. So the Weasel. Floater engineer Weasel replaced with Weasel towing M1 pack howitzer. Ooh, that's nice. Due to the limit use case of Weasel carrying engineers, we have changed the ability to bring in an M1 pack howitzer, giving special operations access to early light territory. So the pack howitzer is non-doctrinal, isn't it? Sorry, it is. Sorry, isn't doctrinal. Hang. What am I trying to say? But you can't normally build the pack howitzer. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't normally build the pack howitzer, right? You don't get that. So this is new. Pack howitzer, because I know pack howitzers in Code 2, but Code 3 it wasn't. So this is new. You're getting the pack howitzer. So you get it in spec ops, and it costs 400 manpower. So this will make you might want to wait rather, because the Weasel's really nice to get out early. So you can either choose between like the Weasel super early, and then a Weasel with the pack howitzer when it comes out with CP cost. Interesting. That's going to be difficult to decide. Weasel arrives to pack howitzer, long life range, just go to a flamethrower. Yeah, that's fine. Half map smoke, bright munitions, and raiding flares. Okay, cheaper. Right on to the Wehrmacht. Acceleration, they're faster. Empty cooldown, decrease. They'll be able to fire faster as well. Cool. Hold down can no longer be activated in combat, but will continue to remain active if started prior to end of combat. Can still be active. Hold down provides 5 range, 5 sight, speeds up reload time to 30%, 25% damage reduction. Cool. Jaeger squad. Pound strength reloading time reduced, so they'll be able to fire faster. Cool. Strike long range accuracy has been increased. They're going to be more likely to hit longer range targets. Scope rifle accuracy increased, so Jaeger's getting a nice buff. MG42, the MG42 is getting increased accuracy and improving its damage out. We want the MG40 to be key in the Wehrmacht and one of their primary anti-infantry damage dealers. A little bit more accurate and more accuracy. So obviously, the more accuracy, we do more damage. Nebula barrage range increased. Oh, we can fire further. And they've increased the damage of the rocket. Okay, what? Okay, I don't understand that change. I've always thought the Nebelwerfer barrage was already freaking broken and really strong. And they've also increased the health, so it's more durable. So the Nebelwerfer is getting buffs. And it should be getting nerfs, in my opinion. I don't know why it's incendiary rocket area of effect. Why? Can anyone explain that? I'm pretty sure the Nebelwerfer incendiary barrage was already amazing. I had no idea why they're buffing that. Absolute. I have no idea what that's all about. But I've used the Nebelwerfer many times and it's just been broken and it's getting more buffs. Yeah, now it's going to be freaking the best unit, probably the best unit in the game for artillery. Panzer Command now requires either Panzer Grenadier Company or Luftwaffe Company to be constructed. Pioneer Squad, weapon near cooldown decreased. Okay, so that's going to make them fire fast, which is good. So Pioneer, a little bit buff to Pioneers, I think. Oh, and actually, sorry, this is a huge change. This is Panzer Command is where you get Panzer 4s and stuff out. So normally you were able to go like tier 1 into tier 4 if you had the resources, but now you have to go tier 1 either to tier 2 or tier 3 now, then to tier 4. So kind of similar to what you did in previous Company Heroes titles, I think. Side skirts now affect the side of armor affected by 20% addition to health bonus. Stormtrooper accuracy buffed. Stormtrooper get a buff overall. And reduce the cost of ambush and increase the damage of the SC. So Stormtrooper getting a big buff. The Brunt bar, fuel cost, cheaper. Area effect increased, pen increased. Deflection damage increased by 25%. So even if it deflects off an enemy vehicle, it'll still do a little bit of damage. Damage against bunkers. Okay, so big buff to I guess the Centaur Dose and Rumble overall. Marder 3, 80 manpower, 35 to 20. It's cheaper by 40 manpower and expensive by another 15 fuel though. Effective fighting defensive but a high fuel cost. The unit can now deploy to increase its range and firepower. Increased range by 10 meters and speeds up reload times by 20%. So this reminds me of the old Marder 3 from Company Heroes 1 with the Panzer Elite when you had those, so I'm pretty sure it's the exact same Marder, I think. And that gun one also had a lockdown and focus sight. So that's nice. I like that. That's a nice change. I dig that. It gives it more of a dedicated kind of like long range glass cannon roll. Right, breakthrough rapid action, build time, production's increased. It's now 6 o'clock. Is the patch out yet? No, not yet. Okay, anyone in chat, if you could spam in chat or something to me when the patch is ready and I'll start downloading it. I might have to stop my stream because my internet's terrible. And I'll be back as fast as I can. Okay, Pioneers build menu standardized with Pioneers. Still has access to Luftwaffe Rally. The 3-minute flat placement time build is reduced by 5 seconds. Cost has been reduced significantly. I mean, the 20mm flak is always quite nice, actually. Oh, this is the emplacement rather. Actually, I thought it was the push one. Okay, that's still okay. Pioneers can construct it. Cool. The 88. It's cheaper in terms of CBs. You can get out sooner. Anti-air modifier reduced from 10 to 6, so it won't be shooting planes from across the map as much, if I read that right. All 88 flak damage against aircraft increase, but the planes that are in its range it will mess them up. A lot more so, over double what it was beforehand. Yeah, we'll put text there. The mechanized battle group Stug Assault Group D. Manpower cost increase from 600 to 650. Okay. And it comes with a Stripping squad. I think it used to become with a Panzer Grenadier squad, so that makes sense. So yeah, it makes them interesting. And the Stormtrooper got a buff as well. I don't see Panzer Grenadiers. I've not seen any messages, any notes here about Panzer Grenadiers, and Stormtrooper got buffs. So that's cool. But the hold down's been removed from the Stug D. Well, kind of a shame. And the West also comes out a bit sooner. Right, onto the Brits. It no longer has damage penalty against bunkers, so they'll be more. You can use them to maybe take down the bunkers easier. If because they're going to be a lot of Vermont bunker spam now. So boys, A2 rifle will be somewhat decent against dealing with it. The Crusader now. We have increased the scatter, lowered the area effect of upgrade Crusaders to make the Crusader less effective against its infantry for its cost. The Crusader was too effective against infantry for long range. So yeah, this will make it now more more of a choice. You've got more bigger debate about amongst yourselves if you want to get that upgrade on the Crusader, because if you don't get the upgrade on the Crusader, it will still be really good against infantry, but if you do, it's now going to be a lot worse against infantry due to these specific changes here. Okay, will be better against tanks still, but not as effective. So you might want to leave one Crusader unupgraded and maybe the others upgraded, depending on the enemy composition. The Grant 75mm gun penetration increased. Oh, that's cool. So that's going to make the the Grant better. Yep, 200, 165. Yep. So going to be better against armor. Matilda. The penetration of Matilda's main gun is being reduced to be less effective against armor vehicles. We want to retain him as a high health and armor, but make it less effective. Okay, that's good, because I always thought the Matilda was too good for what it does. So it's now, not a huge nerf, but still somewhat of a nerf there to its pen. And it'll still be like, a tanky kind of thing, which is going to be good against infantry. But, maybe you might be able to swarm it now a bit more effectively with Carrows or something like that and hit it in the rear. You might be able to do a little better with that, or at least, Panzer 3s and Panzer 4s will have a better chance against Matildas, based on that. Air and sea battle with Centaur, so again, we'll skip over this. Centaur buffed, like the Brombo and everything. Both variants of commanders receiving minor passive healing, allowing for successful ambushes and granting commanders greater flexibility when operating on their own. Awesome. Sweet. Heal out of combat, so you can put them on camo, hide them for a bit, get them healing, and then they can go again kind of thing, which is quite nice. Commander squad, conceded smoke immediately breaks suppression and pin status conditions. Nice. British forward medical station can now be toggled as a retreat point. Lovely jubbly. This is huge, because there was literally not much point to making a medical station on a forward point. Now it is, making a forward retreat point is huge. So you get the reinforcement, the healing, and now retreat point, which is great. Right, British battle group designate targets reduced by 2 CP is considerable. Forward repair assembly, due to the ready access of Royal Engines to the back groups, we're increasing the repair rate of the forward assembly and to repair itself for structures. So there we go. That answers that. Forward repair assembly does exactly what the Wehrmacht repair bunkers do now as well. Assembly repair speed increased from 3.2 health second to 8 per second. I think the German one was 3.2 to 6, so bit more efficient there. It might cost more. I can't remember what the cost of it off the top of my head was. Thank you for the follow. There, Rolamo, cheers, mate. Indian Artillery Battle Group, British off-map airburst. Let's see, change. So it seems to be worse. Stucken, thank you very much for the sub, buddy. Cheers, mate. I might just turn my Twitch alert off for the second while I just go through these patch notes. Apology, because I imagine the YouTube guy's probably pissed off with what seeing all that. Right. Airburst model limit is up though. Hang on. Okay, so it's going to fire more, right? It's going to cost more though as well. Okay. Right. Volunteer infantry command point cost increase. It's cost a little bit more to get that. Right. I think that was like the 33% reduced cost in upkeep for infantry squads. I think if I'm correct on that. Right. On to the Africa Corps. Is Company Heroes 3 up? Yep. We can now get the update on Co. I want to do the update right now, but I know my stream's going to suck. I mean, I'm not really. I'll start updating and see how bad the stream's going to be. Hopefully, it won't be too bad. If it is too bad, I mean, we're not you know, you're just looking at text on the screen, so it shouldn't be too bad. So if I do buffer for a little bit, it's because of that. The VOD should still be fine for YouTube and everything, so I'm starting to do that now. It's the update is current. What was it? 3.6 gigabytes basically, and we're updating it right now. Right. Okay. Here we go. The 250 mortar half-shot. The incendiary barrage is having its initial area effect explosion damage reduced due to accuracy of the barrage. This will give team weapons more time to leave the blast radius before being destroyed. Okay, so a nerf to that, unfortunately. The flak half-track. Model damage limit reduced to 3-2. Armor piercing weapon penetration reduced has been nerfed. Unpiercing weapon moves decreased. Matches the regular weapon. Okay, so a bit of a nerf overall there, I'm afraid. Justin can now fire the flamethrowers while moving. Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. Considering that their main other armament is like submachine guns, that's good because they like to chase down squads. So that's a nice little buff to the gustatory. The Marder 3 now has access to smoke canister. Hey, so that's a nice little change there. It can now maybe get itself out of trouble if it gets flanked. Panzer 3 medium tank. It's getting increased frontal armor to be able to withstand lighter AT weapons such as Chaffee while being attacked head-on from a distance. Ooh, nice little buff to the Panzer 3. And it's been a bit cheaper to build as well. Okay. A little bit of buff there. Italian combined arms. The Loiter is more expensive by 20. The Bersaglieri population has been reduced. And the Uro duration has been increased from 5 to 10. Cool. So they can maybe make a little bit more, you know, have more units on the field because of that. The population cap reduced. Combined arms strafe damage is increased from 15 to 30 and the suppression removed. The combined arms strafe I always thought was not too shabby. Now it's double damage, right, from what it was, but it doesn't suppress anymore. I think I prefer the damage to the suppression because if you get a good strafe, now you'll probably get more ones. Now I think that's all the I think okay overall. Good balance changes apart from the Nebelwerfer buff, which I think is a bit strange. And so maybe some things I haven't mentioned here, which I've seen that has been fixed, which is a big one, lads. The other change, which is a big one, loiters. So that loiters are not super broken now. So that let's say if you've got a and you get straight, but then you get of the loiter area, the loiter doesn't like start again and then continuously chase you off and kill you, right? If you're outside the zone after a plane has done its strafing run, you will not get killed. So that's a big change that's happened and there for the loiters. So loiters are now going to act properly like they do in Company Heroes 2, basically. So that being said, though, if you if you are leaving the loiter zone and a plane's already on its strafing run, it will still hit you. But if you're out and it hasn't started doing its strafing run, you're fine. Okay, so loiters aren't going to be as stupidly broken as they have been currently, which is what I think the changes have been made. That's what I've seen. So hopefully loiters are now in a good place. So guys, that's the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did and want more content, check up over here and over here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, make sure to click the button down here. To catch you in the next video, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon.